This is Rebecca Cox, Sports Coaching Leadership Assignment 1. What makes a good sports coach and leader? There are 4 main roles of a coach: a teacher or educator, a manager/organizer, a trainer, and a role model. An educator will educate athletes of skills, techniques, knowledge, and rules and gameplay. They pass on any skills, technique, and knowledge they have, and they educate the team of the rules. An educator is someone who teaches new skills, rules, and regulations to the team in that sport to help them improve and develop. An educator also wants to improve the individuals so the team cohesion can improve as a whole. This is done by delivering training sessions on those skills and practicing skills that individually some may be good but some may need to improve on. A coach will need the role of an educator to help develop the knowledge of the squad to improve performance and allow progression as a team and individuals. This will encourage and motivate the team in order to improve their skills and with the game. The coach will also describe tactics to make sure the team understand in order for them to use them in gameplay. They would also do this because it allows better interaction between the players, improving cohesion, allow them to get used to the play and how the players are best as a team. It also allows the tactics to be thought of as a strength, and this will be done in training sessions, as it will allow the team to work together on creating a tactic that works best for them all and at ease. This will improve their performance in training and at a competition. An educator will be aware of the most effective learning styles for the group, and they will try and cater to everyone's individual needs within the team to improve their skills overall. And the leader needs to be able to teach them good social skills and teach them to accept both winning and losing in competition and training. An example of an educator is Rachel Edwards, part of the Somerset FA, and she is a disability football coach, so her main role is to educate players and other coaches about the rules of the game, because disability football can be slightly different from original football. Therefore, there'll be different skills that need to be taught to the team, and when she passes on her skills and experience to other coaches, she will allow them to identify the difference between normal football and disability football. A manager is someone who organises team fixtures, training schedules, coaches, and makes the overall decisions. They help organise the team tactics and decide the squads. They are quite respectful, knowledgeable, courageable, confident, organised, and have a lot of responsibility. The managers help to bring the team together. They prevent arguments because they make the overall decision. They do end up picking the squad before a fixture, and the general organisation of the team, so therefore organising training schedules and their diets and placement of matches throughout the season. They make the decisions to benefit the team, and they, however, do allow the team to have an involvement within the decisions to help them achieve their aims and goals at the end of the day. An example of this is Sir Alex Ferguson. He was a football manager, and therefore his main role was to manage the football team by selecting teams, managing training schedules, managing match timings, and managing the many coaches involved within the team. A manager will also decide what tactics to use and explain these to the players and ensure they're capable of using them within a match and in training. A trainer works very closely with the manager. A trainer's role is to coach the athletes on physical skills, fitness, and gameplay. They are someone who runs training sessions based on how the manager wants it to be run to improve the overall performance of the team. The trainer also helps to improve the fitness of the team, and a good trainer allows them to meet the demands of the sport, meaning they can teach everything that needs to be taught and they can understand how it works. This is done through practice and training and external learning out of the training session in a classroom. An example of this is Carly Martin at college. She is a college netball coach, so her main role is to train the team ready to play. She'll teach the skills, knowledge, and pass on any experience. She must also know each individual and their ability. A trainer will work with the team and enhance their performance. Being a coach is also part of being a role model. A role model is someone that athletes can look up to and ask to for advice when things aren't going right. They can ask them to help them train or for any tactics they have to improve. A role model is someone that people respect and aspire to be like, meaning that they try to be like them because of their previous achievements. They go to them to get extra advice and support, especially after a bad experience, and they look to, aspire to, and watch and learn from them. And an example of this is Eric Smiley, an horse rider. He is a role model, as his career is what some aspire to be. Therefore, when he is teaching people, they will ask him for advice on what they need to do to improve. All coaches need all four of these roles. However, some coaches can put them differently because of their position and level. For example, Carly Martin, her first role would be to train the team and to play well and learn the skills. Next, she would educate them about the game, the gameplay, and the rules of the game. She would then manage the team and organise their fixtures once she feels they're ready and they've been taught or they know. And her last role will be a role model because she is a low level coach, so people may not look up to her because she has not had a netball career behind her. Then we have Alex Ferguson. His first role would be to manage the team, as that is his position within the team. Next, he would be a role model because he has had such a good career behind him because of his age and the level that he is working at now. He would then educate the team. However, this is quite low down in the order of roles because he is the manager of the team, so he has made other coaches in that educate the team, and therefore to train the team he may have other coaches in and manage these other coaches. Eric Smiley, the horse rider, his first role will be to train the athlete and the horse. Next, he may educate them about competitions and skills that they have learned and how they can improve performance. Next, he may be a role model because of the career he's had behind him and the success. And lastly, his last role will be a manager because he is just their teacher. He is not labelled as a team manager or an individual's manager. And next would be Rachel Edwards. Her first role would be to educate athletes and coaches because it's a different type of game from ordinary football, and she needs to allow others to know the regulations within the disabilities because it is such a complex sport. Her second role would be to train them on how to improve their skills and techniques. Next, she would be a role model to some because she is very knowledgeable and has lots of experience behind her with disability. And lastly, she would manage athletes because she is not a team manager, she is a coach. Next, moving on to responsibilities of a coach. Every coach has many responsibilities. However, the four common responsibilities are making sure that every individual has equal opportunities, you display professional behaviour, health and safety is maintained, and you have knowledge of the coaching environment. Equal opportunities is ensuring every participant within your session has the same opportunity and no one is excluded. This is despite their ability levels, gender, age, and other groups should not prevent leaders from being able to participate. A coach should not discriminate anyone within the coaching session. They should encourage fair play within the session so that everyone is taking part. They should not be sexist or discriminative in any way. They should encourage all participation within sports, and they would encourage this in their sessions as a coach to their team. There is no place for unfair play within the team, and any acts of unfair play will be punished with bans from the game that players know they cannot cheat or discriminate in any way. You need this responsibility to stop discrimination and bullying, allow everyone to develop and follow their hobbies, You will also need this because it will allow players to have fun and enjoy the session. It will also mean that everyone involved benefits and they can learn things about the sport you are coaching. An example of ensuring equal opportunities is Sally Shutt, the England table tennis coach. She must ensure that whether they are an elite player or someone who is developing their skills, that they are involved in every training session. Whether they're new or old members, elite or novice, they must all be included within the session, ensuring equal opportunities to get onto the squad, never mind their ability, age or gender. Another responsibility of a coach is professional behaviour. This is maintaining sensible and grown-up behaviour, talking and doing correctly, maintaining boundaries and sticking to the rules and regulations of the sport. You are a barrier of authority. You must wear the correct attire, appropriate relationships with all participants and maintain discipline. This is crucial in one-to-one sports such as gymnastics and swimming. You need this because to ensure there are no boundaries are broken and they are followed and respected for the coach's safety and the participant's safety. Ensure safe, fun progression and protect yourself and ensure the safety, such as safeguarding certificates and maintaining what they apply. As a coach, you must be at your session before your participants organised and ready for when they arrive. So this shows enthusiasm and professionalism. This will motivate the group who are in the session, and you can also show professional behaviour by being motivated and willing to learn, such as doing more coaching qualifications. You have a desire to improve those skills, and this will also translate to the players who will develop this attitude, as that's what you preach. A coach will also dress correctly and use the correct language and show the players what professional behaviour is like. They would need to do this because it will allow the group to be focused, therefore try harder whilst participating in the session. A coach will use this when coaching school children because it allows for children to be instantly drawn to the coach rather than have time to get bored and muck around. An example of this would be Amanda Redding, the England gymnastics coach. Because this is a one-to-one sport, how you behave can be perceived differently. For example, if you were to coach inappropriately, such as using foul language, this can be seen as unprofessional. You must also be at the session before the participants, so there is no mucking around from the participants, and you are ready to keep an eye because this gymnastics is a very dangerous sport and it could go wrong, resulting in injuries. Another responsibility is health and safety. This needs to be maintained before, during and after a session. You are constantly risk assessing. You have done a risk assessment before the session, however, you are also doing it throughout, making sure everyone is safe. You must risk assess the sports, the facilities, the students, the coach and the equipment. Health and safety also involves consent forms, insurance, qualifications, and ensuring everyone is always safe. You must know where the closest first aid kit is located, their phone where you can call for help, and the nearest fire exit. You need to make sure the location is suitable and safe for what you're going to coach. Also, health and safety in the session is important because no one will get hurt. This can include things as making sure there is no leaks in the sports hall, the grass is not slippy out on a pitch, and to help health and safety, you must ensure everyone is listening to the instructions so they know what to do and what not to do. Peter Moores, the England cricket coach, must ensure that health and safety is one of his top responsibilities, to ensure that all players know what is happening and when it is happening, so they can watch out for cricket balls flying around so they do not get hurt, and they can wear the appropriate equipment at the right times. Health and safety is also important because the grass may be slippy, therefore affecting the play of the game. You always need to ensure health and safety, as it will prevent anything potentially harmful, injuring someone, and these can be removed from the premises so the session can run effectively.